Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. John Neese is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Juan Lagares heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Juan Lagares.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. They've really made up some ground here in this past week or so.
Neese sets his sights, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Lagares will go to second base. And he will get there with the game's first hit, a leadoff double.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Neil Walker will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Here comes the first pitch. Hot shot down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Yeah, and you know, after a tough loss in Game 1 of this series, that's a nice job here to pick up a first-inning RBI. That gets his guys out in front right from the start, maybe turning things around.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Got him. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, this team has lived all season long on building big innings, and they do that because they don't ground into double plays. The fewest in the league, and that really helps you out, extend innings, and give you a chance to get the big base hit.
Lucas Duda comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Andrew McCutchen out there in that outfield. Man, he can play. Does a lot of things defensively, can go get the ball, covers a lot of ground, and has a pretty darn good throwing arm as well.
As Drupal Cabrera will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, anytime you hit over 400 for a 10-game stretch, you're going pretty well. And his last game was a great indication of that.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Mets 1 and the Pirates coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
John Jaso comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Pirates, first baseman, John Jaso.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. EK, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Josh Harrison will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. From the stretch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Cespedes has a beat on it. 1 down. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, these guys go up there hacking, man. They are dead last in walks, so they have to be a little less aggressive at the plate to sustain some good offense throughout the entire season.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Too high, 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. McCutchen will take one that misses. It's ball 4.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Starling.
So striding in, Starling Marte, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound. And this one will go down as an infield single, and a pretty painful one at that. It looks like he's all right out there, but things are getting worse for him now as this thing's going to load the bases.
So stepping in, David Freese, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are loaded here. One man out. Ripped on the ground to first. Duda's up with it to Cabrera for one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Kelly Johnson comes forward for his first try at the plate, and you have to think something's got to give. Clearly not going his way of late. Hit out towards second. Harrison has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Number 19 steps in, batting from the right side with the left-hander on the mound. Nice is ready. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Hot shot to third. Freese is there. In time to first, and there are two away.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Kurt Suzuki steps in looking to get it going offensively. Things have not been going his way of late. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Francisco Cervelli will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play.
Yeah, Matty, he has been having a nice season for sure, but when you look into the numbers a little more closely, he's been scuffling a little bit lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes moves over, 1 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Yoenis Cespedes in this one. Known for his great arm, we've seen him make a number of tremendous throws over the course of his career.
Stepping in, Matt Joyce. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Oh, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Show Track. Now you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
Jordy Mercer will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Smoke toward third. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They still trail 1-0. Jacob deGrom, set to lead off the third. 9, 1, and 2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Neese gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike three called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning. So 4 of the first 7 outs thus far tonight have come via the punch out. And with that, we check out our team leaderboard to find his total currently puts him at 5th best on this Pirate ball club.
Yeah, I mean, strikeouts aren't a huge part of his game, but clearly he gets his fair share. Regardless, he's obviously an important part of this pitching staff.
Juan Lagares will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Around first, on his way to second now. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Good opportunity for him here as he's into third with his second triple of the year.
Neil Walker will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
And that misses inside. 1-0. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 1 out and a runner on third. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll take a look at ball one. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
With the runner at third, 2 away, I think they're just being awfully careful right here.
A man on third with 2 down. Strike called. 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot here for Yoenis Cespedes. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy,
I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
First baseman number 21.
Here's Lucas Duda now.
Lucas Duda.
As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. And I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time.
Nope.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Nope. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's 3-0 New York. John Neese digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, John Neese.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
The 0-2 delivery. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So with 1 away, a reminder we've got more Pittsburgh Pirates baseball for you in the week ahead as you take a look there at where we'll be over the next 7 days. John Jaso will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
It's great when he gets out there and get things going like he did. Really gets the rest of the team involved.
First pitch of the at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
1 out, nobody on. Chopped foul right at home plate. 0-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty stress-free inning so far. 2 batters, 6 pitches, and 2 strikeouts.
Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
2 out, nobody on. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. Still down 3-0. Asdrubal Cabrera is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. And he barely gets to the bag in time, and a close play for out number 1. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And we see a 5-mile-an-hour separation between these two starters from 96 down to 91 as the top two speeds. Kelly Johnson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Neese into his motion. First pitch on its way. Cut fastball taken for strike one. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Oh, you got to like the way he's throwing the ball right now. You get a 1-pitch out to start the inning, and then you follow that up with a 3-pitch strikeout. He's settling in nicely now.
Number 19 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hit to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Into the seats, 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You can tell a lot about how effective this guy is going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
And it looked like he was on his way to breezing through this half inning. But then a base hit, now a walk here with 2 away, and that's opened the door for these guys to maybe do some damage after all.
Jacob deGrom gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
And this is a spot where you got a chance to put away a team early. So this becomes a very important at-bat for both teams.
Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. One and two, here it comes. And that misses 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Swing and a little tapper. But it gets foul. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mets leave them loaded, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Andrew McCutchen is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And that's in there for strike one.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
The 0-1 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Now a swing and a miss, and McCutchen is set down for out number 1.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Starling Marte stands in. In there, strike one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
David Freese will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Squared that one up just a little late. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Pittsburgh area native Neil Walker will kick things off when we return. We played 4 full. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates 0. And here comes Neil Walker now. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Marte, shading to his right, makes the play, one away.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Yoenis Cespedes steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Grounded back up the middle. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there as we're going to get another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that replay, and we're going to have to see what the word from the dugout is. Remember, the ruling on the field is safe.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Lucas Duda is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
And, you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Nice pauses. Here's the 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Hit to third. Oh, and this is off the glove of Freeze. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Not to make excuses here, but sometimes when you play behind a pitcher that strikes out a lot of guys, you can get a little flat-footed out there if you're not involved in the action. And here, he just doesn't look this one into the glove, and they'll hit him with an error.
Here's Kelly Johnson. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 2 left for the Mets, but they lead it 3-0. Francisco Cervelli will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Matt Joyce stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes has it in his tracks, 2 down.
The batter, number 10.
Into the box, Jordy Mercer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
2 out, nobody on. 2-0 now. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
1 strike.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And the count will be full. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
That's a good job right there with 2 away, because if nothing else, you get your pitcher to the plate here in this inning, so you don't force him to lead off your next inning offensively.
Settling in now, Jonathan Neese. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
A runner on first with 2 away. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
The 2-1 on its way. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Pirates leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Number 19 steps into the box.
Leading off for the Mets, third baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball one. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Pitch on the way. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Freeze with it over at third. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher Kurt Suzuki. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
Nobody out, runner on first. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now. Grounded to short. Taken in by Mercer. There's Harrison for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, that's the absolute definition of a pitcher's pitch right here, especially in a double play situation. I mean, not only is this pitch down, I don't even think it's in the strike zone, and that's an easy double play.
Stepping in now, Jacob deGrom. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Juan Lagares ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
Hard hit ball to second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. They lead it 3-0. John Jaso will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. First offering on its way. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. high in the air into shallow left center. Lagares is in a ways as he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits. Both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Josh Harrison will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard to short. Cabrera's up with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Andrew McCutchen ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
In there, and it's 0-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Neil Walker will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
Antonio Bastardo is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Antonio Bastardo.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Walker will take the turn here and look for second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line. And that'll put him in a good position here with a runner on second and nobody out.
Yoenis Cespedes will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He picks up his 6th double so far on the year. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. No one out with a runner at second. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Walker will take the turn and head for the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
He's safe.
Lucas Duda will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Here comes the 1-0. Chop foul wide of first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. On the ground up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time.
Oh, what a play. Boy, it's so nice to have a second baseman that can cover some ground. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle. But look at him make the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position. And he's able to get enough on that throw to get the out at first.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Boy, no fear in that location. He just ramped up and threw it right by him.
Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. In to score is the runner from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Hey, and when you've got a guy going for a shutout, you may as well get him some more help. I doubt he'll need it, but they're able to add on for him here.
Kelly Johnson will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
Runners on first with 1 down. That's by him for strike 1.
He's living on the edge with some of these pitches here. He gets that one by him, but he might not get away with that a second time.
And no offer on that one as the count to Johnson goes to 2-1. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Jared Hughes will take over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Jared Hughes.
Into the box now, number 19, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Not close. It's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now. And keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. It's the Mets 5 and the Pirates nothing. Leading off the inning, Starling Marte, and they'll need him to get something going here.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Here it comes, 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Grounded down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. David Freese will step in, a groundout victim as last time. First pitch coming, here it is. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Johnson. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Well, there's a look at his pitches by inning, and as you can see, he's hit 85 for the game now, so you have to think they're watching him pretty closely in that dugout.
Francisco Cervelli will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Now here's the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Line drive to center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Kurt Suzuki comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
The catcher, number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
I think generous is the word here. That looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
Too high. 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Jacob deGrom steps in for a fourth plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's been in total control of this game, Matt. I see no reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Ground ball right side. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right.
Are you kidding me? This is getting ridiculous now. Somebody check that guy's bat. He's got a 3-hit game. Come on.
Digging in, Juan Lagares. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Runner at first here, one man out. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
This is in the air to left field. Marte is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Neil Walker steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. 2 out with the man at first. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Two and one after the foul ball there. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Joyce is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets leave one, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Matt Joyce will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And this might be just what the crowd needs to get off their hands a little bit. Last thing you want to do on the mound is hit a guy and have the crowd come to life against you.
Jordy Mercer stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Number 60 will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 60.
He's ready now. The pitch. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really bury your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, these guys sure have been doing a lot of moaning and groaning tonight. He did not like that call at all.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
You definitely don't want to go hit by pitch, walk to start this inning. So you got to bear down right here. Really lock in on that catcher.
Full count. Here it comes. Bounced weakly near the plate. To Walker for 1. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Well, I think he had a bit of a lapse in concentration to that last guy. But no such problems here. This is a perfect pitch with a runner on first base as he gets him to bounce right into the double play.
Dominic Brown will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. 2 out, nobody on. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo home run for Dominic Brown. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
John Jaso will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight. So they're going to make these final at-bats count.
starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 home. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's now a 5-2 game.
You can just sense, both by the pitch count and the body language, he's about cooked out there. I mean, that's back-to-back home runs. I'd be shocked if he sticks around for another hitter.
Josh Harrison will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Therefore, it is Johnson to make the catch, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 9th inning coming up. The Mets lead this one 5-2. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Pittsburgh, PA. 9th inning about to start in this one. Number 60 will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 60.
Felipe Rivero come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Yoenis Cespedes, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Smoked on the ground left side. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman, Lucas Duda.
Lucas Duda strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And there's ball 1. 1-1, here it comes. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. A runner at first with no outs here. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a third strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Two and 0.
Yeah, Cabrera just got a gift right there.
Two and 0 pitch on the way. Line toward right center. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out.
Nice.
And let's check this one out again. Look at him stretch out for this thing, and then he's going to tuck into a nice little barrel roll at the end there. That was pretty sweet.
Here's Kelly Johnson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Mets strand one. They're still out in front, 5-2. Jeurys Familia is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
27, Jeurys Familia.
Striding in to start the ninth, Andrew McCutchen, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And he gets ahead 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Tap foul at home plate. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth, as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Starling Marte will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base, as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, a couple of close pitches there on the inside part of the plate. I don't think he could have done much with either one of those.
Grounded back up the middle. Cabrera's there. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
Digging in, David Freese. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a high strike there, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Well, this is just kind of a little soft humpback liner, and these look like the easiest plays in the world, but Eric will tell you, sometimes a ball can knuckle on you a little bit. It didn't happen to him right there, and that's an easy play.
Into the box, Francisco Cervelli, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and with that, the Bucks are down to perhaps their final strike of the ball game. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You'll see on the line score, 4 hits, including that big home run. You'd have to say he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasker.